Question number 5. What is the magnitude of magnetic force per unit length of a wire in which a current of 8 ampere was flowing and was making an angle 30 degree with the direction of uniform magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla? So first of all, as usual, let us consider which all are the given values. Given values are current I value is given, theta, that is angle between B vector and L vector, theta is given, that is theta. Okay, fine. And magnetic field B, it is given as 0. Yeah, magnetic field B is also given. Okay, now if this is the magnetic field and let this be the current carrying wire जिसमें से I एम्पियर करंट पास हो रहे थे. ओके, हमें पता है हम L वेक्टर जो मार्क करते हैं along the same direction of current मार्क किया जाता है L वेक्टर. So now here this is angle theta between B vector and L vector. So force experienced by this wire F is equal to I into L cross B होते हैं. That is F मैग्नीट्यूड अगर देखे जाए I into LB sin theta. We need force per unit length. So F upon L आप ले लीजिए, that is force per unit length, जिसको हम small letter f से represent कर सकते हैं. That is equal to I into B into sin theta. I value is given, B value is given, theta is given, and here comes our answer. Let us discuss question number 1. The question says, a circular coil of wire consisting of 100 turns, each of radius 8 cm, carries a current of 0.40 ampere. What is the magnitude of magnetic field at the center of the coil? That's a question. So question ये कह रहा है हमारे पास एक सर्कुलर कॉइल है, उस पर टोटल नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स 100 है, ईच टर्न का रेडियस 8 सेंटीमीटर है और उसमें से पास होने वाला करंट का वैल्यू 0.40 एम्पियर है. हमें इस पर्टिकुलर सर्कुलर कॉइल का सेंटर में मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का मैग्नीट्यूड फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, सो हमें पता है ड्यू टू ये सर्कुलर कॉइल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट द सेंटर B is supposed to be mu naught by 4 pi I into 2 pi by R होता है. ओके, और हमारा जो गिवन क्वेश्चन है इसमें गिवन वैल्यूज क्या क्या है? इसमें गिवन वैल्यूज नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स कैपिटल N is given, radius small letter r is given, current capital I is given. So this was for one coil, one turn. Okay, now if you are having capital N number of turns, then magnetic field B that equal to N into mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi I by R. ओके, N का वैल्यू पता है, mu naught by 4 pi का वैल्यू पता है. ओके, ऑफ कोर्स 2 pi is known, I का वैल्यू गिवन है, R गिवन है, so you will get the answer. Question number 2. A long straight wire carries a current of 35 amperes. What is the magnitude of the field at a point 20 centimeter from the wire? यानी कि हमारे पास एक लॉन्ग वायर है, उसमें से 35 एम्पियर करंट पास हो रहा है, and we are having a point P which is at a distance of 20 centimeter from this wire. We need to calculate the magnitude of magnetic field at P. Okay, so given values क्या है? गिवन वैल्यूज अगर आप देखोगे, एक तो I का वैल्यू गिवन है एंड स्मॉल लेटर R का वैल्यू गिवन है. Magnetic field due to an infinite long wire B equals mu naught by 4 pi 2 I by R. Okay, there is nothing big here. I का वैल्यू गिवन है, R का वैल्यू भी गिवन है, so you can easily get the answer for this question as well. Question number 3. A long straight wire in the horizontal plane carries a current of 50 amperes in north to south direction. Give the magnitude and direction, repeat, magnitude and direction at a point 2.5 meter east of the wire. यानी कि हमारे पास एक वायर है, उसमें से कितना करंट पास हो रहा है? 50 एम्पियर करंट पास हो रहा है. किस डायरेक्शन में? नॉर्थ से साउथ के डायरेक्शन में. अब हमारे पास एक पॉइंट है एट ए डिस्टेंस ऑफ 2.5 मीटर ईस्ट टुवर्ड्स ईस्ट. ओके, नाउ इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे हमें मैग्नीट्यूड एज वेल एज डायरेक्शन ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, सो सबसे पहले हम गिवन वैल्यूज देखते हैं. गिवन वैल्यूज क्या क्या गिवन है? एक तो I का वैल्यू गिवन है, राइट, एंड डिस्टेंस स्मॉल लेटर R गिवन है. ओके, नाउ वी नीड टू गिव ए डायग्रामेटिक्स ब्रीफिंग. ये देखिए, दिस इज a small part of earth surface, okay, and here our observer, and here this is the current carrying wire. Okay, so this is north, here this is south, east and west. Current is flowing from north towards south. That is mentioned. Okay, it's flowing in this way. So now, agar if we consider this as the axis of the wire, okay, right hand grip rule के अकॉर्डिंग तो आप देख लीजिएगा, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का जो डायरेक्शन होना चाहिए, it should be like this. This should be the direction of magnetic field. ऐसे होना चाहिए. Okay, you can easily get this using right hand grip rule. Okay, now हमें ये क्वेश्चन में ये गिवन है कि at a distance of small letter r towards east, है ना, towards east. So this is small letter r. So इधर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड देखिए राइट हैंड साइड में ऊपर की तरफ है. This should be the direction of magnetic field. अगर towards west होते, magnetic field should have been in the downward direction. B vector ऐसे होता. So this is the direction of B vector. Okay, upward direction. Now, of course, इसका magnitude क्या होगा? B vector का जो magnitude होना चाहिए is same as that of magnetic field due to an infinite long wire. That is mu naught by 4 pi 2 I by R. So value सारे given है. So डायरेक्शन तो ऑलरेडी क्या है मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर चुका है. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. A horizontal overhead power line carries a current of 90 amperes in an east to west direction. What is the magnitude and direction of magnetic field due to the current 1.5 मीटर बिलो द लाइन? यानी कि मेरे पास एक हॉरिजॉन्टल ओवरहेड पावर लाइन है, इसमें से 90 एम्पियर ऑफ करंट पास हो रहा था फ्रॉम ईस्ट टुवर्ड्स वेस्ट। अब मेरे पास एक पॉइंट है विच इज एट अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 1.5 मीटर बिलो द लाइन। सो इस पॉइंट पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का मैग्नीट्यूड एज वेल एज डायरेक्शन क्या होगा। ओके, सो इसमें भी जो गिवन वैल्यू है प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन जैसे आई का वैल्यू गिवन है एंड स्मॉल लेटर r का वैल्यू गिवन है। Again, we need a briefing in the form of diagram. So this is a plane. Okay, let this be the observer. Of course, south, north, east and west. Okay, so this is the part of that overhead power line. This is the axis. Current was flowing from east towards west. So this is the direction of current. Okay, so from right hand grip rule you can get the direction of magnetic field here. The direction of magnetic field is supposed to be in this area. And so this will be the direction of magnetic field. Okay, ये axis में create करूँगा तो आपको अच्छे से this will be the direction of magnetic field. Okay, fine. So ऊपर इस वायर के ऊपर it is cross. Okay, और नीचे it is dot. देखिए नीचे जो है हमारे तरफ आ रहा है, ऊपर जो है हमसे दूर जा रहा है। ओके, इट शुड बी क्रॉस ऊपर। सो here is our point at a distance r. So it's very clear it is coming towards us. Okay, it's coming towards us. Of course, वही मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का मैग्नीट्यूड का वैल्यू वही रहेंगे जो इनफाइनाइट लॉन्ग वायर की वजह से है, दैट इज म्यू नॉट बाय 4 पाई 2 आई बाई आर। डायरेक्शन तो ऑलरेडी मैंने आपको बता दिया कि डायरेक्शन कैसे हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे। ओके, question number 6. A 3 centimeter wire carrying a current of 10 ampere is placed inside a solenoid perpendicular to its axis. The magnetic field inside the solenoid is given by 0.27 Tesla. What is the magnetic force on the wire? Okay, so length of the wire is given. Okay, given values are length of the wire. Okay, other than that current I value is given, magnetic field inside the solenoid B is given. Okay, now let us understand the question. So this is the solenoid. Okay, this is the solenoid. So in this way the current was flowing. Okay, now let this be the axis of the solenoid. Now I am having a current carrying wire kept inside this like this. Okay, and this is the axis of the wire and this angle is 90 degree. So this much portion is inside. Okay, angle is 90 degree. So the magnitude, so if you are having a view from the top, अगर हम ऊपर से ऐसे देखोगे, we can say that this is going to be the direction of magnetic field. Okay, and this is going to be the wire. Okay, so one thing is very clear, this is L vector and this is B vector. So इसके बीच में एंगल जो है थीटा इक्वल्स 90 डिग्री है, इट्स वेरी क्लियर। सो हमें पता है F इक्वल्स I इंटू L क्रॉस B होते हैं। ओके, that is I into LB sin of 90. So this part क्या होगा 1 हो जाएंगे, I given है, L given है, B given है, and that will give our answer. Question number 7. Two long and parallel straight wires A and B carrying currents of 8 ampere and 5 ampere in same direction are separated by a distance 4 centimeter. Estimate the force on a 10 centimeter section of wire A. Okay. Now, so given values are I1 and I2 is given. Given values I1 is given, I2 is given. Okay, distance of separation say D, that is given, and they are asking us to find out force on a length small letter L of A. हमें पता है force acting per unit length F equals mu naught by 4 pi 2 I1 I2 by D होता है, और ये भी हमें पता है force acting on A due to B equal to force acting on B due to A होता है. Okay, so this is force acting per unit length. Now force acting on a length of small letter L, that is force acting per unit length into small letter L होगा. So small letter F का वैल्यू जो है देखो I1 गिवन है, I2 गिवन है, D गिवन है, so small letter F इधर से निकल गया, L का वैल्यू भी गिवन था तो इसमें से ये भी वैल्यू निकल के आ जाएंगे. Okay, now it's given that the current is flowing in the same direction, so of course it is going to be an attractive force. If it was in opposite direction, then it should have been a repulsive force. Question number 8. A closely wound solenoid 80 cm long has 5 layers of winding of 400 turns each. The diameter of the solenoid is 1.8 cm. If the current carried is 8 ampere, estimate the magnitude of B vector inside the solenoid near the center. So given values are length of the solenoid capital L is given, number of layers capital N, that is also given. Okay, number of windings NW, here this is the number of layer, N suffix L लिख रहा हूं मैं, and this is the number of windings, that is also given, and capital I, current value is given. Okay, and one more thing, yeah, diameter of the solenoid is also given. Now we need to calculate the magnetic field at the center. हमें एक सिंगल लेयर सोलिनॉइड जो है उसका जैसे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट द सेंटर, उसके एक्सप्रेशन हमें पता है B इक्वल टू म्यू नॉट N इंटू I, दैट इज म्यू नॉट इंटू इधर नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स पर यूनिट लेंथ के लिए नंबर ऑफ वाइंडिंग्स अपॉन लेंथ, इसे आप मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे इंटू I, तो ये आपका मिल गया एक वाइंडिंग की वजह से. नाउ B नेट क्या होगा, B इंटू N सफिक्स R, नंबर ऑफ लेयर से मल्टीप्लाई करो तो यू विल गेट द आंसर. Question number 9. A square coil of side 10 cm consists of 20 turns carrying a current of 12 ampere. The coil is suspended vertically and the normal to the plane of the coil makes an angle 30 degree with the direction of uniform magnetic field of magnitude 0.80 Tesla. What is the magnitude of the torque? So let us first note down the given physical quantities. The given physical quantities are the length is given, okay, then number of turns capital N, that is given, current passing I is given, angle between area vector and magnetic field, that is theta is also given, and last B is given. So we know that tau is equal to N I A B sin theta over. Number of turns is given, I value is given, area कैसे calculate करेंगे, L square. So N into I into L square B into sin theta. So now all the values are given, number of turn is given, current is given, length was given, B was given, and of course theta was also given. So this will give you the answer for torque experienced by the coil. Question number 12. In the above exercise, obtain the frequency of revolution of electron in the circular orbit. Does the answer depend upon the speed of electron? Okay, so first of all we need to calculate the frequency. So we know that frequency f equal to 1 upon t over time, and time period t, that should be equal to 2 pi r upon v. Okay, that is 2 pi by v into, already you can see the expression of r, it's written over here, mv upon bq, mv upon b into q. V and v will get cancel each other, so time period t equals 2 pi m upon bq. Therefore frequency f equals bq upon 2 pi m. So as per given value, it should be B, charge of electron was E, upon 2 pi into mass of electron. Okay, so that will give the frequency value. Now in this expression you can't see V value, यानी कि speed का value इधर कहीं भी नहीं है. So ये जो part है ना, does the answer depends on the speed of electron? Okay, इसका आंसर होंगे no. Next is question number 10. Two moving coil galvanometers M1 and M2 have the following particulars: R1 10, N1 30, A1 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter square, B1 0.25 Tesla. And for galvanometer number 2, R2 is 14 ohm, N2 is 42, A2 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter square, and B2 is 0.50 Tesla. Now the spring constant are identical for the two springs. Determine the ratio of current sensitivity and voltage sensitivity of M1 and M2, or yeah, ratio of M2 upon M1. That is a question. Okay, so the given values are R1, N1, A1, B1, and R2, N2, A2, B2. Fine, and it has got a common value of K, isn't it? Now हमें पता है current sensitivity means deflection per unit value of current, that is NBA upon K. This was current sensitivity, IS. and alpha, that is deflection per unit value voltage, that was N B A upon K into R, that was voltage sensitivity. Okay, now the ratio of current sensitivity, that is IS2 upon IS1, that is going to be इसका ratio angle, right? That is N2 B2 A2 upon N1 B1 A1. K से K कट जाएंगे, that is why it is not mentioned here. Similarly, voltage sensitivity का ratio VS2 upon VS1, that is equal to N2 B2 A2 upon R2 into N1 B1 A1 into R1. So this is how we can calculate the ratio of current sensitivity as well as voltage sensitivity. Next is question number 11. In a chamber, a uniform magnetic field of 6.5 gauge is maintained. An electron is shot into the field with a speed of 4.8 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second, normal to the field. Explain why the path of electron is a circle. Determine the radius of the circular orbit. The values given are small letter e, that is charge of electron is given and mass of electron is also given. So first of all, I would like to explain why the path is circular. Okay, that is the first thing that we need to explain. So why it is circular? Why it is circular is, see, the thing is that we know that F is equal to Q into V cross B. That's the value of force acting. Okay, now if this is the value of force acting, that means F vector, that must be perpendicular to V vector and B vector. दोनों का perpendicular होना चाहिए as per the rules of cross product. Okay, that means F जो होंगे, F vector is perpendicular to velocity vector, and this is the only force acting. So of course the particle must have to move in a circular path क्योंकि force is always perpendicular to velocity. It's always like this one. If here the particle is, then this is velocity, this will be force acting. If the particle is here, this is velocity, then this will be the force acting. So that is the first thing. Second thing is they are asking for the radius of the circular orbit. So here given values are magnetic field B is given, okay, then speed small letter v is given, fine. Now and charge E is given, mass of electron is also given. So these are the given values. Now let us calculate what could be the radius. The centripetal force mv square by r, that is being provided by the magnetic force, that is q into v cross b. Angle between v and b is 90 degrees, so it's going to be vb only. Okay, so these two things will cancel. So from here you will get the expression for r as mv upon q into b. Okay, so radius r equal to mass is mass of electron, speed of electron was already given, charge of electron is E, and magnetic field B was given. So this will give the radius value. Okay, so just substitute the values and get the answer.